Hey, what's going on, everybody? I got a sweet tooth tonight, and I thought I would make a cake that I've not made in a long time. I think last time I had it was when my mom actually made it, and it's just kind of her easy version of a coffee cake. So I thought I would make it for you guys and let you all see what it's all about. It's really simple. All this is just your regular yellow box cake mix. Now, this cake mix calls for 3 eggs, a cup of water, and a half cup of vegetable oil. I'm using sunflower oil just because that's what I've got. Extra things you'll need are 2 cups of chopped up red delicious apple and about probably a cup of pecans. You can use walnut, and if you like the real tannic taste, you can use black walnut. And so the only thing really I got to do is just chop these up to where they're fine pieces, and you'll also end up needing some brown sugar and powdered sugar. Oh, one more thing. The thing about this cake that comes out noticeable to everybody has it, it's kind of sticky, like gooey. So if you don't want that much gooiness in it, bring it down to about maybe a cup and a half of apples and try it that way first, and then later, I know it's only a half a cup, or you can even just do a cup of apples. And then later, if you like the cake, you can actually add the full 2 cups. But, Okay, now I got the pecans cut up, and it's 1 cup. And just take your apples, dump them in. Take your walnuts, dump it all in. And like I said, you can chop them up however you want. You can have whole pieces, you can have half pieces, or you can have a bunch of fines, kind of like I got going on here. It's totally okay. Normally when Mom would make this, she would always use her big glass cake pan. It's like, I think, a 9 by 13 or something like that. But since I'm just using a toaster oven, I just use these 2 metal round cake pans. It's totally fine. I'm just going to fill them up about halfway. Then we'll go to the next step. Now what you want to do is get your powdered sugar. And I'm just going to use my hands. I'm not even going to use a scoop. And there's really no set measurement for this. It's just kind of, my mom would just kind of put it on here however she felt it needed at the time. Yeah, I know I'm making a mess, but that's okay. Don't be scared to add a little bit of brown sugar now. There we go. Now take your knife, and I just kind of push it in. Like I said, I don't want to mix it into the cake batter. Like, I don't want to pour it in and mix it with the apples and the nuts. I just want to kind of push it around. Does this make a difference? I don't know. Is it the way Mom showed me? Yep. So, there we go. Now you can tap your pans. Kind of get them to all the little voids and stuff to settle in. Now, just throw them in your oven and cook them the way the box says to cook them. And then go get your spoon and lick the crap out of the bowl. That's what I'm going to do. Y'all think I'm playing, right? Man, it's good. We got COVID to worry about, and the world falling apart, and I'm knocking everything off. The world blowing up around us. Y'all worried about cake batter and a little salmonella. Come on now.
Come on.
Here is cake number 1. Man, it smells good. So here's the cake. Now, keep in mind, to make 2 rounds is not the way it's typically done. There's so many apples and nuts and stuff like that in it. In my experience, it seems like it's hard for it to stay together. But, I did the best that I could. But now, the final part of this is the not brown sugar, but the powdered sugar icing. So just look it up online. You just take, I think, a cup or two of powdered sugar, a little bit of butter, a little bit of vanilla. You mix it all together until it's a nice thick icing, and you just drizzle it over the top. That's how you finish this off, but since I don't have it, I can't do it. But anyway, this is my mom's apple pecan coffee cake, and I promise you, it's really good. Now, I'm going to cheat here for the simple, well, hold on, let me get a knife. Now, don't be surprised if the cake kind of falls apart on you, because that's just kind of what it does. But here, give you a good idea what it looks like once you cut into it. And I promise you, folks, it is so good. And yes, it's actually even good with a cup of coffee. So, I hope y'all like this video. If you got any questions, leave it below in the comments, and I'll talk to y'all later. Oh yeah, by the way, when you make this in your traditional, I guess 9x13 rectangular pan, cook it just a little bit longer than what you probably should. And I mean maybe another minute and a half, because what happens is you get the edges of the cake, especially the corners, they get a nice little crunch. Oh my Jesus. You gotta do it.